Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name's Caleb, and today we're combing the California Central Coast in hopes of finding some cool rocks to cut some cabochons out of. Our beaches are well known for having amazing jaspers, agates, fossils, and a few other goodies. So let's see what we can find. The gravels look pretty good today. It didn't take us too long to find our first cool rock of the day. Looks like we got a piece of brecciated jasper here with some nice colors. Let's take it over to the little creek behind me and get it wet so we can see what it really looks like. I thought the colors were going to pop, but I didn't think they were going to go this crazy. The orange in there is just spectacular against that white. There's a little bit of red in there. It's a really nice piece. Here I found a little clear and white agate. The locals call these moonstones even though they're not a feldspar crystal. I'm not sure how it got its name, but everybody calls them that. Didn't have too much more luck at that beach. There was some cool stuff, but nothing I wanted to bring home or show. So I moved on just a little bit south of there to the next creek that comes into the area. This is one of the varieties of mushroom rhyolite that you can find. This one particular beach does produce rhyolite and thunder eggs on occasion. This is one of the darker varieties of the material. Here we've got another piece of rhyolite. This one's not showing too much, but there is some orbs and kind of bumps going on that are associated with rhyolite. A little bit of pattern there on the end. I was working my way back to the creek over here and I found these chunks of rhyolite. Found three of them in a little, kind of like a little cluster right before I got to the water. That one had some banding and some pattern in it. This one looks more like a broken up and like re-solidified rhyolite, kind of like brecciated in a way. This one's just another little chunk, has some little agate bits coming through, like right there. Oh, there was some really good gravels here on the other side of the creek, so I got across it, yeah, a log, and then started finding some cool stuff. Nice piece of mushroom rhyolite. Really good shell of the thunder egg there on the outside. This is a really good find, probably the find of the day for me. Nice big chunk of chalcedony. Someone walked right by it. Maybe they weren't a rockhound, I don't know. Nice thick layer there. I always pick up this kind of jasper when I'm on the beach. The color is really recognizable. Those kind of yellow bits can be orbicular inside there and have a bit of breccia. It's really cool material when it works out. I got everything home, started cleaning it up a bit, gave it a scrub, and really looking at it with a closer eye. Really cool materials that came out of here. Nice patterns, just interesting features in the rhyolites and agate and stuff. Some of it was kind of a surprise that I couldn't tell at first glance. Once I got it cleaned up, a lot of the things that make them special were coming through pretty good. I really enjoy finding these darker varieties of mushroom rhyolite. Sometimes that mushroom pattern comes through really heavy. this was a pretty neat surprise with this agate. The little specks and stuff were kind of hard to see at first. Once they came through, it made it a lot more interesting, and it's all throughout it. Those little specks of brown and whatever else. It'd be cool to cut into and see what's going on inside. Here you can see a close-up of some of that yellow pattern that comes through that can be kind of cool. This one doesn't have as much as I'd like to see, but it's still neat to check out.
I'd like to thank you all for making it this far in the video and joining me in my rock hunt. I took the time to flesh out a few cabs from some of the rocks that I found. A couple of them were surprising. This relatively uninteresting looking one had a really nice dark gray, a little bit of white and brown pattern, and even little specks of pink going on in there, which was pretty cool to see. Got a nice polish, really cool. A little bit of the Orby Rhyolite stuff going on there. I'm happy with that one. This piece, another piece of Rhyolite with some quartz and chalcedony going on, a little bit of breccia. Took that piece off of there. Polished up nicely. And this guy, some of that large piece of chalcedony that we found. Those little black specks are marcasite, I believe, and I'm not sure what the white dots were that we saw. It was pretty cool once we got into it because I couldn't see the marcasite and the detail of those specks when it was rough, but once I got into it, you can see some of the little marcasite shines going on there in the reflection. And then these little white dots and stuff are actually like little squares, and there is some kind of mineral. I'm not sure what it is. I'll try to do some close-ups here in a little bit. And yeah, turned out really nice. All three pieces, three nice pieces of rock, three nice cabs. Thank you all for coming along with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.